Hey yo, so it's a trend going around of people flexing they black indie comic books, right? I seen Black Comic Lords doing it. I seen Midnight Comics doing it. I seen Blur Without Fear doing it. I saw somebody else post a whole bunch of pictures and all that. Seen a whole bunch of people flexing they black indie comics. And I've been meaning to go through mine, so hey, let me join in on the fun. Let's get this started. First off, we got Kid Cudi's Man on the Moon, the trade paperback, bruh. I have the single issues too, but we got the trade paperback right here. Okay, Raza Mafu. Now, this one I had started reading, but I didn't finish reading. Like, this joint was good. I remember loving the artwork, but I didn't finish this story. I had to get the stack out real quick to make this easy on myself. Okay, Malika, the Warrior Queen by Unique Comics. All right, they're the ones that have Ianu, the cartoon that's out on Cartoon Network, which I'm very mad. I have the Ianu paperback, but I'm pretty sure I gave it to my nephew, which I should have kept that joint. But he wants to read comics, so had to spread some black indie love. Philadelphia have all the singles, but had the first trade paperback because I needed to catch up to where the singles were at the time. So I got trade paperback, so I read that and then caught up, and I got all the singles. Victor Laval's, I hope I'm saying that right, Destroyer. Now, this was a great book and something you definitely need to check out. Black AF, Widows and Orphans. Now, I'm pretty sure this one comes from the universe where a bunch of black people got powers. And this one, I can't remember if I liked it or not. I can't remember if I finished. Shatter by Ray Comics. I got a couple of them. You'll probably see some stuff by Ray Comics in here. Worlds Away, bro. Okay, this was one of my favorites by Damian Becton. Becton, I believe that's his name. He had, I believe, let me go in there. Yeah, Damian Becton. Worlds Away was a dope story. This was a dope story. Science fiction, you feel me? Set out in space, like this joint was tough. Hey, shout out to Tony Cottrell, Titan, the Ultra Man. And I got that joint signed, bro. Yeah, Advent Comics, shout out to them. Actually need to go back and read this joint again. Vegas Baby by Starward Comics. Got this joint, got the trade paperback, bro. It's another one you should check. Vigilance, the trade paperback by Freestyle Comics. Another one. Hey, shouts to Stranger Comics, bro. They've been doing big things. Defiant, bro. I got this joint too. So, another joint by Stranger Comics. Lumberjacks by Fourth Wall Production, and that joint is signed. This is the trade paperback. Carry On by Tan Comics. All right, now this joint was dope. A Pan African Comics anthology. This joint was fire. And we're back with some more Rodney Barnes with Black You Love, Return of the King. And this joint, Rodney Barnes and Jason Alexander, the writing plus the artwork always goes well together, especially for horror, bro. These two be killing. Scarlet Ibis. I'm not actually quite sure if this is a black comic. I'm pretty sure it is, though. If it's not, you just got some free promotion off black creators. Justice the Fall by Wingless Comics, and this is the trade paperback. Midnight Tiger Origins by Ray Anthony Heights. I may mess this up. Shayoma. I may mess that up, but Shayoma, I got this joint. Bloody Knuckles by Obsidian Comics. Illuminati. You know, this is Charlemagne the God joint. Written by Brian Edward Hill and Dennis Cowan did the pencils on this joint, and Sanford Green did the cover. I actually wonder what Charlemagne the God did on this. Not even hating, just asking. Absolver for Concrete Comics, the trade paperback. Akugan, and this is from the writer of Storm, bro. Akugan, this joint was fire, bro. If you haven't read this, you need to. The Adventures of Lineman, which Lineman is a black public domain character, and a bunch of creators basically did a bunch of different stories, like an anthology of Lineman. And this is actually dope. Hybrid Theory by Wise Acre Comics. I haven't got a chance to read through all this, but I need to. Monsters We Make by Corey Kenshin. All right, now this is a popular YouTuber who has his own manga, and I started reading this joint and actually liked it. I don't think I finished it, hence the bookmark in that joint, but I gotta finish this joint. The Unbeloved by Midnight Comics. Yeah, what's up, Midnight Comics? Now, I didn't finish reading this joint yet, as you can tell by the dollar bookmark in this joint, but this is another manga story that I got. Manga's not normally my style, but hey, these are black writers, and I definitely want to check out these mangas. And I like manga just a little bit, you feel me? It's still basically a comic book, just a different format at the end of the day. I keep thinking I'm done, but I'm not. Monarch, written by Rodney Barnes. All right, now this is more of the science fiction and outside of his horror that he normally does, but this is also a very good book. Rodney Barnes really only got heat, just to be honest with you. The Asuri by Unique Comics. All right, now this joint, I remember reading it, but I don't remember actually finishing it, so I probably gotta go back and check this joint out too. Flawed, written by Chuck Brown, man. This joint you definitely need to check out. I probably should do another video on this. I think I did a video before, but I think I need to do another one. The Vineyard by Brian Hawkins. If you know Black Cotton, he also wrote Black Cotton too. This is also a dope story. New Masters. Now, this is one of my prized possessions. I actually got this book in New York. It's called Son of Shaolin. Like this, if you like a kung fu movies from back in the day mixed with hip hop, this is the story for you. One of my favorite books in my collection. Noble by Brian Thomas. Man, you know Brian Thomas, who was just wrote Black Lightning. This is probably my favorite story by Brandon Thomas. This is probably, yes, definitely my favorite story by Brandon Thomas. You need to check this out. This was like when they were building like a whole different universe of kind of like similar to like DC and Marvel, but it was more so with people of color. This is one of the books, and this was my favorite book from that. Excellence, also by Brandon Thomas. Another heather from my mans. It's actually wild. I didn't realize I had those 3 books in order. I probably did that when I put my books in order, but here goes another Brandon Thomas book called Horizon. All right. I think we could easily put Brandon Thomas probably in my top favorite writers for real. I got a lot of his work. Knights of Abyss. Okay, this is another one that was actually pretty dope. Air Force Ones. Bro, I need to actually read this. I'm so mad I was so hyped when I backed the Kickstarter, and I haven't even read this joint yet. I'm going to read it. Gods Untold Africa. Jason Wise from Stranger Comics, and I got this joint signed and this variant cover of Niobe. Tapper Die Volume 1, which is a wrestling comic written by a black writer that you should definitely check out. And the same writer wrote this, They Killed Me on the Nile. This right here is a 3-part story that follows Shango, one of the Orisha, so this also is a dope story. Advanced Genetics in the Heart, 2 books I believe that are written by a black writer. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they are. Deathblade The Awakening. This is another one of the books by Brian Hawkins, the man who wrote Black Cotton, Curse of the Gorgon. Veve by Wise Acre Comics, one of the best looking books out in indie comics, not even gonna lie to you. Prime 8 by Concrete Comics, another dope one. Now this is Magnus number 5. While I'm going through this, I'm going to put all my Magnuses together, you feel me, by Wiseacre Comics. But this is Magnus number 5. You'll probably see all the rest of them later on this video. Hopefully I got time to make this video. I'm running out of time. Base Force by Concrete Comics. The Temporal 10th. Atreidian Justice number 3, and that joint is signed. Also got to put all my issues of this together. Dream On, and it is signed. Oh, snap, here goes another cover of Atreidian Justice number 3. Okay, this is Warline. Now, I'm not actually sure if this was written by a black person, but the main character is black, so that kind of counts. Western Vengeance by Wiseacre Comics, another one of their books. Ballad of the Black Rose, 1 and 2. Southside by Advent Comics, shout out to them. Hot Shot number 13. Beats number 2. Okay, some of these I realized I did in my other video, so yeah, I'm not gonna shout these one out to kind of save some time because I did a video on these already. Tuskegee Airs, and I got all 4 of the issues signed at BlurredCon this year. Yeah. Crownsville, which I got all the other issues too by Rodney Barnes. Now this joint is called Remember. This is actually a good book that I got from BlurredCon from a creator, and it's actually written by Damian Becton too. Another joint I got from BlurredCon, The Adventures of Kara McBrain. I actually meant to give this to my niece. Hope I'm saying this right. It's Nana the Were Spider. Beautiful Thema, yeah. And that joint is signed. Killer Bee, got this joint signed at BlurredCon. Super Niggas, okay, not lying. I got this from a creator at BlurredCon. Black Fist, what's up, Isaac? Got this signed by him at BlurredCon. Silent Count to Ash Can, can't wait to get this joint from Kickstarter. Crisis by Wiseacre Comics, bro, and I actually got the other one too, the first one that they put out, and this joint is signed. Hope I'm saying this right. Okimus by Ray Comics, Volume 1 and Volume 2. Both got signed at Blurred. City of Demons by Wiseacre Comics number 1. Waiting for number 2 to arrive at my comic shop. The Barber, another Kickstarter that I backed. Now we all know about Stephanie Williams, got her Temporal, got them joints. Hammer, John Henry vs. the Robot, Apocalypse, Chopping Blades 1 and 2. Damian Becton again. Damian Becton. Hey, bro, I got a lot of your work. Okay, now Roots of Madness number 5 by Stephanie Williams. Not even gonna lie, I was late to the party on Roots of Madness, so I got number 5 because that was one that was out, but I'm gonna have to get the trade paper. Crazy. This is only part one, and I'm not even done yet.